So you thought you'd seen every T.I. scandal under the sun. Oh no, this one makes his past controversies look like a church picnic. The self-proclaimed King of the South just dropped a confession so wild. So jaw-dropping, the internet literally stopped breathing for a second. Apparently, Tip didn't just have hits on the Billboard charts. He had hidden vows in the shadows. Euphoria mirrors are exploding that tea. I might have been walking around with not one, but two crowns on his head. One for rap royalty and one for a secret marriage. Nobody saw coming. Social media detectives are foaming at the mouth. TikTok's on fire, and Tiny's name is trending harder than Beyoncé's album drops. People are asking, wait, so this man's been giving family advice on podcasts while allegedly juggling a hidden wife. It's giving Lifetime movie with trap beats. The kind of drama that makes the Kardashians look like an episode of Dora the Explorer. And the best part? This confession didn't leak from TMZ. Came straight from T.I. himself, whether it was a slip, a strategy, or pure chaos. The truth bomb just detonated and it's sending shockwaves through hip-hop royalty. Buckle up. The South just got scandalous. When the news first hit that tea, I had confessed to something unthinkable. Fans assumed it was another motivational rant gone wrong. You know, the kind where he uses 5-syllable words nobody asked for? And somehow turns it into a TED Talk about loyalty and hustle. But this time it wasn't about expeditiously. It was about emotionally. The man allegedly dropped the bomb that he's been tied down in ways the world didn't even know existed. Picture this. One moment, T.I.'s on a podcast, talking like a philosopher from the streets. The next, he casually slips a line that sounded like a love confession to someone other than Tiny. The hosts went silent. The internet froze, and within minutes, boom #secret wife started trending. The comments were pure chaos. Wait, hold on T, I got another wife. Someone call Tiny right now. Not T.I. trying to outdo Blueface. It was a digital earthquake that hit harder than a diss track. And let's be real, T.I.'s been no stranger to controversy. From that time he tried to monitor his daughter's doctor visits, we remember Tip. We remember to public beefs and family feuds that could fill 3 Zeus Network seasons. But this was a whole new level of reality TV energy. Fans didn't know whether to grab popcorn or a prayer book now. Before anyone gets it twisted, let's rewind a bit because this story didn't just come out of thin air. Over the past few months, subtle clues had been floating around like Easter eggs in a Marvel movie. Random women tagging him in cryptic quotes. Mysterious thank you posts from unknown accounts. And one viral screenshot showing T.I. at what looked suspiciously like a private ceremony. People brushed it off at first. After all, it's T. The man's been in headlines more than the weather report. But when he dropped that so-called confession, everything suddenly made sense. Here's how it went down. During an interview that was supposed to promote his new project, T.I. started reflecting on his commitments. He said, I quote, sometimes you make promises that the public don't need to know about. Bro, that's not just vague, that's incriminating. The internet detectives didn't need the FBI. They needed 5 minutes and a Wi-Fi connection. They went full CSI Atlanta mode, cross-referencing dates, comparing outfits, and digging through old videos like it was a national mission. Within hours, one particular video resurfaced us. Clip from a private event where T.I. was seen wearing a ring not matching his usual wedding band. In the background, a woman can be heard laughing and calling him husband. You could practically hear Tiny's followers clutching their pearls through the screen. Fans started making threads titled The Second Mrs. Harris Theory. TikTok went ballistic. Instagram pages with names like T-With, Tasha, and Gossip Gremlin were posting side by side. Comparisons faster than TMZ could blink. But the story didn't stop there. Word spread that this mysterious woman wasn't just a random fling. Sources claimed she had been in T.I.'s orbit for years behind the scenes. Out of the spotlight, living in the shadows of his main marriage like a deleted Netflix character. Some even allege she's been spotted at private industry parties, sitting just far enough to not draw attention, but close enough to be noticed by those who know what to look for. The whispers grew louder, the blogs got messier, and suddenly everyone wanted to know, who is this woman? Now, in typical T.I. fashion, he didn't confirm or deny anything directly. Instead, he doubled down with one of those cryptic pseudo-deep Instagram captions. You know, the kind black background, white text, maybe a chess piece emoji. It read, "Some truths are only dangerous when misunderstood." Sir? What? This man speaks like a motivational villain. Every time he posts, you need a translator and a conspiracy board. Still, the message was clear. He wasn't exactly denying it. And that's all the internet needed. Within a day, YouTube commentators had 10-hour breakdowns titled T.I.'s Secret Wife. Explained receipts plus timeline. Reddit threads popped up with people claiming to know someone who knows someone who attended the so-called private ceremony. Tiny, on the other hand, played it cool to cool, while the internet imploded. She posted a picture of herself in designer sunglasses with the caption, "Unbothered energy only." That's when fans really started losing it. Unbothered. Sis, he just confessed to a secret wife. This gotta be a PR move. Tiny's about to drop a diss track called Mrs. Who. The speculation turned into full-on digital warfare. Some fans believe this secret wife narrative might actually be a smokescreen and another publicity stunt designed to stir hype for an upcoming project. And honestly, that wouldn't be shocking. T.I. has mastered the art of controversy. One week it's a scandal, the next week he's dropping an album, a comedy show, and an inspirational speech all in one breath. But others think this time is different, that the tone of his voice, the choice of words, the way he said it felt too real to be staged. Behind the scenes, insiders started whispering that this other woman has been around since the mid-2010s. She wasn't just a fan or a fling. She was allegedly someone from the inner circle. A friend of a friend, maybe even someone connected to one of his business ventures. The type of person who could blend in without ever being suspected. And when you think about it, it kind of fits the pattern. T.I. loves to play chess, not checkers. He's strategic, calculated, always keeping something up his sleeve. Meanwhile, fans began connecting dots from old interviews, lyrics, and podcast appearances. One line from a freestyle resurfaced. "I keep my promises quiet. That's how peace stay royal." Back then, everyone thought it was just poetic wordplay. Now, people are convinced he was low-key confessing all along. The deeper people dug, the more suspicious coincidences they found. Trips that didn't match his public schedule. Photos from business meetings where no business was in sight. Even a leaked clip from a behind-the-scenes music video where a woman's voice can be heard saying, "You better not forget our anniversary." Fans paused, rewound. Enhanced audio was like Inception meets Maury. And the craziest part? The confession only seemed to fuel the fire. Every minute that passed without a denial was another spark to the flame. Hip-hop blogs started using words like polyamory and dual devotion. Twitter exploded with memes comparing T.I. to Nick Cannon, Future, and even sister wives. Someone tweeted, "I got so much vocabulary, he accidentally spelled himself into another marriage." But the real twist? Apparently, the woman rumored to be his secret wife has been quiet until now. As the storm built online, a new Instagram account popped up under the name @Mrs.Tip_Confidential. The bio simply read, "It's time," and the first post, a black and white picture of a ring identical to the one seen in that resurfaced video. The comments section went nuclear. Some called it fake, others swore it was real. Either way, the internet had already decided something was going on. Whether this confession was accidental, intentional, or just part of a master PR plan, one thing became clear: I had reignited the one thing his career has always thrived on: drama. And not the scripted kind. This was raw, messy, real-life chaos, dripping with irony and wrapped in Atlanta luxury. And honestly, as wild as it sounds, this might just be the tip of the iceberg. Because every time T.I. says something cryptic, there's always more beneath the surface. This confession wasn't an ending. It was the beginning of the next viral storm. And baby, the South ain't ready for what's coming next. The moment T.I.'s confession started spreading, the internet didn't just react, it erupted. Picture it. Your phone lights up, your group chats are exploding, and Twitter looks like the apocalypse of ATL gossip. Everyone from barbershop philosophers to beauty vloggers had an opinion. Memes flew faster than Rick Ross running to a Wingstop. Within an hour, T.I. wasn't just trending, he was the trend. The first wave of reactions came from fans who refused to believe it. Not T.I. with a bonus wife. One tweet read, "Another said this man been writing love songs in Morse code this whole time?" The jokes came in faster than the facts. Someone photoshopped T.I. as the next contestant on Sister Wives, the Trap Edition. Another user posted a fake Lifetime movie poster titled "Expeditiously in Love," the T.I. confession. It looked so real that people started tagging Lifetime, like, "Drop the trailer, we're ready." I'm like, "Drop the trailer, we're ready." But it wasn't just random fans adding fuel. Celebrities chimed in too. 50 Cent, never one to miss a chance at shade, posted a laughing emoji and wrote, "Man said he got side wives and side vocab. Crazy." That post alone got 1 million likes. Then Boosie jumped in, saying, "Ain't no way, T. I got time for 2 wives. Man can't even handle 1 podcast episode without preaching." Even Rick Ross threw in a comment, claiming maybe the second wife got the real Hustle Gang shares. The internet howled. Meanwhile, Tiny's silence became its own storyline. You know how social media works? When someone doesn't respond, it means something. Fans flooded her comments, asking if she was okay, tagging her under every post that mentioned T.I. Her response, another cryptic message: "Sometimes peace is louder than truth." Boom. The internet exploded again. One side said she was staying classy. The other said she was plotting a diss track. Either way, everyone was talking. Then the conspiracy theories went full turbo. A few users started claiming this wasn't just about a secret wife. They said it was part of a cover-up. According to the digital detectives of TikTok University, the whole situation might have been planted to distract from something even bigger. Some said T.I. was about to drop a docuseries. Others said there's a legal move behind the scenes. One video, which hit 5 million views in 24 hours, broke down how every scandal T.I. ever had lined up perfectly with his album releases. "It's the Harris hype cycle," the narrator said. "Every time the public forgets him, he drops a bomb." And honestly, they might not be wrong. This isn't the first time T.I. turned chaos into currency. Remember when he and Tiny had that explosive public breakup? A few months later, boom, he's on TV with a new show. When the podcast clip of him talking about his daughter went viral, he turned around and started hosting family discussions about privacy and growth. It's the T.I. playbook: set the world on fire, then walk through the smoke holding a microphone. But the internet's obsession with the secret wife wasn't just about T.I. It became a mirror for the culture. Suddenly, every podcast, gossip show, and reaction channel had a theory. Was this woman his spiritual partner? A business move? A long-term friend turned confidant? Some fans went deep into his lyrics, finding double meanings like they were decoding Da Vinci. One said, "In that verse from Whatever You Like, he said baby girl got her own things. That was a clue." Another commented, "He said I got you everything you want, plural wives confirmed." It was wild, but it worked. T.I.'s name was everywhere. His Spotify numbers shot up, interviews resurfaced, and even his older content was trending again. This man managed to turn a confession into a PR masterclass. But as the hype grew, so did the tension. Because the alleged secret wife, she wasn't staying quiet anymore. Out of nowhere, that same mysterious Instagram account posted again. This time, it wasn't just a ring, it was a clip. A short, grainy video showing what looked like T.I. at a candlelit dinner with a woman whose face was half covered by a hat. The caption said, "Kept in silence. Until now." The comments section was absolute chaos. Some fans screamed, "Fake." Others said receipts don't lie, became a virtual courtroom with everyone acting like Judge Judy with Wi-Fi. Within minutes, gossip pages ran the story. YouTubers dropped exclusive breakdowns. TikTok detectives slowed the footage down frame by frame, pointing out tattoos, rings, even speech patterns. One viral clip compared the woman's nails to those seen in a past video of someone connected to T.I.'s music team. "It's her," the caption screamed. "It's always been her." It's expected. The memes kept coming. Someone posted a photoshopped image of T.I. surrounded by wedding cakes, each one labeled with a different city. Another meme said, "T.I. out here running a polygamy mixtape, track 1, married in secret." Twitter was relentless. And while some laughed, others were furious. This man been preaching about family values while living a double life. One user wrote, "He owes Tiny an apology and alimony." But then came the twist no one saw coming. A close source went live, claiming that this wasn't about another woman at all, according to them. The secret wife might actually be symbolic, a metaphor for an old business deal or an unreleased project named after a woman. Cue collective confusion. The chat went wild. Bro said he married a metaphor. This is why you don't let rappers talk unsupervised. Still, that didn't stop people from picking sides. Half the internet was Team Tiny, posting support messages and throwback pictures. The other half was Team Mind Yo Business, arguing that T.I. was just being honest in his own weird poetic way. Meanwhile, in true celebrity fashion, he posted another mysterious quote. "A king don't explain to peasants why his crown looks different." Boom! Instant headline. Every outlet picked it up. The blogs, the shade rooms, even mainstream media ran segments about it. They played clips of T.I.'s interviews, edited dramatic pauses, and inserted slow zoom-ins like it was a Netflix documentary. Everyone was cashing in on the moment. The story wasn't just gossip anymore, it was cultural theater, and that's what makes it genius. Whether T.I. planned it or not, this confession became a perfect storm of confusion, comedy, and clout. People weren't just watching, they were invested. They wanted answers, closure, or at least another plot twist. Because at this point, T.I. wasn't just a rapper. He was a walking reality show with a dictionary. But little did fans know, the real storm hadn't even hit yet. Because just when everyone thought they had the story figured out, that's when the real receipts started leaking. Screenshots, messages, old photos, and one name that sent everyone spiraling. And trust me, once that name dropped, it changed everything just when the internet started catching its breath. BOOM, the plot twisted harder than a Tyler Perry finale. A new leak surfaced, and this time it wasn't a blurry clip or half-baked rumor. It was a name. The alleged secret wife was identified by a mysterious blogger who claimed to have receipts straight from Atlanta. Her name, Maya Carter, a woman reportedly tied to T.I.'s old label days. Known behind the scenes, but never in the spotlight. The minute that name dropped, the web turned into digital warfare. Screenshots, DMIs, blurry club photos, it all started flooding the timeline. One post even showed a birthday cake with the words "To My Forever" and the initials TNM. Fans froze. Could this really be the one? Within minutes, her follower count jumped from 2K to 200K. Her page went private faster than you could say. Hustle gang. And just like that, Maya Carter became the internet's most wanted woman. Now, let's be real in celebrity scandal culture. Once the internet smells blood, it's over. Reddit threads had maps, timelines, even alleged flight records. TikTokers were narrating the secret wife saga like investigative journalists. One viral video even connected her to an unreleased T.I. track titled "Promise Kept," where he raps, "Kept it quiet, but I kept it real. 2 rings, 1 soul. That's how I feel," the internet screamed. Case closed. Meanwhile, Tiny was still playing chess. She posted an Instagram story with Beyoncé's Irreplaceable blasting in the background and the caption, "You must not know about me." No words, no explanations. Just pure, unbothered queen energy. Fans went wild, Tiny's throwing subs. She's about to drop her lemonade. This is about to get Zoo's network leave level, messy. Then came the radio silence from T.I. himself. Not a word. No tweets, no posts, nothing but a suspicious surge of activity on his burner account that fans swear exists. Some insiders claimed he was preparing a response interview to set the record straight. Others said his PR team was working overtime to redirect the narrative. But let's be honest, at this point, the narrative was running the show. The memes. Next level. Someone edited a clip of T.I. saying expeditiously on loop while wedding bells chimed in the background. Another video showed him photoshopped into a church with 3 brides. Captioned, "The Grand Hustle Polygamy Tour." Even brands got involved. A jewelry store tweeted, "Need matching rings for your main and secret wife. We got you." The chaos was beautiful. But then, the real fallout began. Industry insiders started whispering that this secret marriage might jeopardize a few of T.I.'s projects. Endorsement deals reportedly went on hold. A few business partners paused communications. Word even spread that producers were reconsidering collaborations because they didn't want to get caught in the drama tornado. It was like watching a domino effect of chaos wrapped in designer labels. Yet somehow, the chaos only made him more famous. His old tracks started charting again. YouTube was flooded with secret wife-explained videos. Even news outlets outside hip-hop picked up the story. CNN ran a segment titled "Rapper T.I.'s Alleged Secret Marriage Sparks Internet Frenzy." Fox News called it a hip-hop scandal that's gone too far. Meanwhile, Twitter said, "No, this is just Tuesday." Then came the bombshell. An old podcast clip resurfaced where T.I. casually mentioned, "I don't believe in explaining myself to people who ain't earned access to the truth." When paired with the confession and leaks, that line hit like a confession remix. Fans pieced it all together: the cryptic captions, the hidden rings, the lyrics, the woman, the silence. Suddenly, the secret wife narrative didn't seem so crazy after all. But the biggest twist. A few nights later, Maya Carter herself finally spoke. Sort of. She went live for 47 seconds. No words, just soft music and a gold ring flashing under dim light. The comments section imploded. "That's the ring. She's confirming it. Tiny girl, blink twice if you're okay." The clip racked up 2 million views before she deleted it. The damage was already done by sunrise. Every gossip outlet had headlines screaming Maya Carter breaks silence. You'd think this was a movie premiere. Fans were treating the situation like a global event. Hashtags like #WifeGate, #TTruth, and #Mrs. expeditiously trended for days. Twitter Spaces became therapy sessions. YouTube live chats looked like courtroom debates. The culture had found its new obsession, and I was right in the middle of the storm, sipping tea behind closed doors. But you know what's even crazier? The man still didn't deny it. Not once. Instead, he posted a video with the caption, "People talk more about my personal life than they do about their own potential." Classic T.I. response, philosophical shade disguised as wisdom. Fans lost it again. Bro just turned a confession into a TED Talk. T.I. could be caught with 5 rings and still blame society. As the dust started to settle, the truth became less about what really happened and more about how perfectly it played out. Whether this was an actual secret marriage or a master PR illusion. One thing was undeniable. T.I. had turned a scandal into a cinematic event. He made the entire internet argue, laugh, meme, and obsess. That's not chaos, that's strategy. And in true T.I. fashion, the saga ended how it began. Mysteriously. Weeks later, a paparazzi video caught him walking into a studio wearing that same second ring, smirking, saying, "Y'all still talking about that?" Fans shouted questions, cameras flashed, and he just chuckled. That moment became a meme too. T.I. laughing at accountability since 2003. The aftermath was pure legend. Some fans turned the secret wife story into a running joke, like Bigfoot sightings. Others genuinely believed Maya Carter was real, maybe even still in the picture. Either way, the damage or the genius was done. T.I. had once again proven that in the age of virality, truth is optional, but attention is currency. And let's be honest, no one plays the attention game better than Tip Expeditiously Harris. Whether he meant to or not, he out-Kardashianed the Kardashians, out-dramatized Zeus Network, and gave hip-hop its very own soap opera. The man doesn't just drop albums, he drops chaos. We eat it up every single time. One thing's for sure, after this confession, no one's looking at T.I. the same way again. Some call him manipulative, some call him a marketing genius. But everyone agrees the man knows how to stay relevant. And just when we think the show's over, that's usually when he drops the sequel. Because with T.I., it's never the end. It's always to be continued. Expeditiously, and there you have it, the confession heard around the world. T.I. didn't just drop a bomb. He dropped a megaton of chaos that left the internet gasping for oxygen. Whether this was a real-life love triangle or just another masterclass in media manipulation. One thing's certain, nobody does drama like Tip Expeditiously Harris. This man turned heartbreak into headlines, confusion into content, and left us all scrolling for answers that might never come. But before you dive back into the comments, Section 2 argue about whether Maya Carter is real. Do me one favor, smash that like button like it owes you child support. Hit subscribe before T.I. finds another vocabulary word to distract us from the next scandal. Because here at Expose Express, we don't sleep, we scroll. We're the caffeine-fueled detectives of celebrity chaos, digging up the secrets Hollywood wishes we'd ignore. Drop your theories down below. Do you think this secret wife was real? A stunt or the biggest PR play since Kris Jenner discovered the internet? I want to see your wildest takes. No filter, no mercy. And if you think you've seen the craziest part of this story, oh honey, you haven't seen anything yet. Because tomorrow's leak, it's already brewing. Tomorrow's screenshot, already scheduled to break the internet at 3 a.m. And when it does, guess who'll have the exclusive? That's right, us. The truth doesn't hide here. It gets exposed, so stay tuned, stay messy, and remember, in this world of lies, the tea never sleeps. It just gets hotter. This is Expose Express, signing off where every scandal comes with a side of expeditious chaos.